Here I am joining in with Creative Thinking. It's an awesome savings channel, and I want you guys to go give her some love and support. We all need a little love and support. And remember, we need to support our friends. And that means a lot to them, and it means a lot to us to know that we gave love and support back to all those that give love and support to us. Creative Thinking comes over and checks out my channel, gives me lots of love all the time. And I'm giving her love and support back for her channel. Remember, savings is very, very important. Creative Thinking always likes us to think out of the box a little and think not so much about making tons of money or saving tons of money, but what brings us joy in life, like a rainy day and the rain tapping down on the windowsill, or maybe having a great Valentine's time with the family, even if it was $1 box of candy, a date night with family, or out with the husband, whatever brings you joy. Think about what you like out of life. Don't think about something big and fancy. Think about what brings you real joy inside. Creative Thinking always wants us to think how we spend our money, what's really going to bring us happiness. Some of us, we want that big fancy car, but some of us just like a car that when you turn the key, it runs. I don't have a big house, but it's my house, and it brings me joy that I can go out and work in my garden. I don't need a big fancy home or a giant landscape garden, just something with a little joy in it. And that's what we all should be looking for, a little joy in our lives. And most important of all, family time. So don't ever forget about the simple things in life. Having a nice dinner with your husband, having the kids over, and spending time or talking with them about the grandkids. Those are all joyful times in our lives. And how much does that cost us? Nothing. When we have friendships on YouTube, I don't give away a lot of stuff because I give my love and my support. And I know it's really appreciated. I know I appreciate it when people give me a little of their time and let me know they're watching my videos and encouraging me. So that's what we're here to give, love and encouragement. So please go over and give Creative Thinking a little love and a little support. And let's go see what Grandma managed to save for March. I'm really proud of myself. So sit down with that cup of tea and see what I was able to accomplish. I'm going to share with you what I do every week. How I save. Well, this is how I save. I pay myself first. Yes, I pay myself first. When I get my paycheck, I take $100 out of my paycheck and put it immediately into savings, and I'm saving for my dental work. That's how I save. When I originally started doing this, I was saving $100 a month. That was $25 a week. Now I save $100 a week. That's $400 a month. And it sounds like that would be very hard to do. And I think it was even harder when I was saving $25 a week. But I've gotten in the habit of saving. And when you get in the habit of saving, you will be amazed at what you will be able to save. And you can get accomplished by just putting money in first. Then you figure out how you're going to pay all the bills and live. Now, I do want to be honest with you. I've managed to pay all my bills off 15 years ago. And that is a big commitment too. It took me 3 years to do it. I've been paying on some of these bills probably for 20 years. And I paid it all off in 3 years because I made the commitment to myself to pay it off. And to even make it seem even more difficult, my husband wasn't even working when I did it. He got laid off from his job and he went on Social Security. So we took a giant cut in pay and we still did it. So anything is possible with real commitment to doing it. And now let's see what Grandma saved this month. I repeat, we have to get in the habit of not spending every penny we make. We need to get in the habit of learning to live on less money and still living good and doing things we want to do, but just a little less. And you'd be surprised, over time, we get used to going out a little less. We get used to spending a little less. Just not having that soda every day can make a big difference over a year's time. And you'd be amazed at how much you can save. As you can see here, I've managed to save $1,260.08 since the beginning of the year. I'm pretty proud of myself that I've managed to get this much money saved in 3 months. And we'll see how much I have at the end of the year for my dental work. And hopefully I can afford to get at least, sounds like I'm being exaggerating, get one tooth fixed or two. Last year I spent almost $2,000, I think $1,700 on dental work, and the year before that I spent $5,000 on dental work. But let's also keep in mind I didn't go into debt. I paid it as I went, and that's what I'm doing now. I pay a little in savings, and eventually I get enough saved to do one tooth or one project every year on my mouth. I don't know if I'm ever going to get all my dental work done. That isn't even the point. The point is I want to be able to at least chew my food, and I've given up hope of ever looking good. But at my age, I'm just happy I can chew my food. So remember what's important to you. You don't have to save for dental work. You might be young, you may have great teeth. I am old and I have terrible teeth. So we just do the best we can. But try to make a habit of saving something for yourself and for your future. Don't get in debt. The biggest thing I can tell you, cut up those credit cards and don't use them. Credit card is the end of all of us. I have no credit card debt, and I was able to pay it everything off 15 years ago. And you know how good it feels to be 100% out of debt and not be afraid of a bill coming in the mail. It's a really good feeling, and we all can do it, even if you have a small income. My income is small, but I'm able to keep doing it. And I know it doesn't look like, well, how could you save that much? Because I don't have a lot of overhead. That's how. And that's what hurts us all. It doesn't even matter a point of how much money you make. Even if you're making $1 million a year, and if you're spending $1.5 million, you're still poor. You just look like you have money. That's all. You can't go by if someone's got a fancy car in their driveway. You have no idea how much debt someone owns and has they have to deal with. And I feel good that I may not have actual physical money, but I actually feel very wealthy that I don't have a lot of debt and everything I have is paid for. That is a really good feeling. And I hope someday all of you can have that same feeling. So, start saving a little. Doesn't have to be for dental work, it can be for anything. I'm just showing you what I'm saving for. And I'm still each year trying to save a little more while I'm working. Because when I stop working, it's going to get really hard to save hardly anything. But until I get there, I'm going to keep saving to make my life as good as it can be without getting any debt. Hope you do the same, all my awesome friends out there.